Hello, everyone. I'm Anita Bennett, and here's what's happening in LA this week. LA Mayor Karen Bass celebrated her first full year in office with a review of her accomplishments to date. Whether it was a hurricane, a fire closing the 10 freeway, or the issue of homelessness, the Bass strategy of locking arms in partnership is creating change for Angelenos.
Angelenos, the last year has been the honor of my life to be of service to my neighbors and to my hometown as your mayor.
We are here at Rose Cafe in Venice Beach. We are here with the mayor this morning celebrating the end of her first year in office, my first year in office, and all of the incredible work that we have done here on the west side of Los Angeles and all across our city.
A lot has happened, and I remain guided by the promises I made to you just a short year ago. I said I would lead a city where we locked arms across government and with each other. I said we would act with urgency. I said we would create change and do things differently, and we have, which is why in our first year, we have brought inside more than 21,000 people who were suffering and dying on the street. It's why we funded a historic number of new LAPD officers and attracted a record number to the police academy applications after years of record lows. And we launched our new Office of Community Safety, which is asking Angelenos what safety means in their neighborhoods and fully integrating crime and violence prevention and intervention strategies into the city's public safety approach. But our success is not just about resources, it's about reform. It's about doing things differently so that we can achieve a better result. And my executive directive has cut city approval times for affordable and homeless housing by 75 to 85%. When we are threatened with a hurricane and when the 10 freeway shut down, we came together and kept our city moving. So to know if our city is moving in a new direction, just follow the people. And that's what I will always do as your mayor.
Family Source Centers are an important one-stop shop for social, educational, work, and family support services. LA's Community Investment for Families Department recently celebrated the opening of its 20th Family Source Center. This one is in Koreatown.
We're here at the Koreatown Youth and Community Center, also known as KYCC, to celebrate the grand opening of one of our newer Family Source Centers. The Community Investment for Families Department was established in 2021, and our mission is to break the cycle of generational poverty. We have a poverty crisis in our city, where we have 600,000 Angelenos today who are struggling to make ends meet. And the Family Source system is a critical component of our city's strategy to alleviate poverty. Collectively now we have 20 Family Source Centers throughout the city that will be reaching over 50,000 Angelenos.
Half of the people who have lived in this apartment, who live in this apartment, have experienced homelessness. Now, those folks, when they need help, when they need some sort of support and care and direction, all they gotta do is take the elevator down.
So downstairs of their building, they can access college readiness programs, tax preparation, access to support around economic resources. People can come get diapers here. People can get car seats. They can get bike helmets. They can get access to food distribution, conduits to employment. Those are the things that help our community get out of a place of survival and hopefully get closer to a place of thriving. This is a center that every day is going to be full of people because of the deep relationship that KYCC has to its communities.
Koreatown Youth and Community Center has over 40 years experience serving low-income families here in Koreatown in a number of services, which include youth programming, childhood enrichment programs, counseling for families, small business and economic development services. So adding Family Source Center is just a key component to helping us reach our mission.
We have an incredible opportunity to transform the families that we're going to be working with, to empower them to create their own pathways towards economic prosperity.
Offering a 360-degree view of the city, Mayor Tom Bradley Observation Tower was the perfect place to host a multi-faith gathering. LA's Department of Civil and Human Rights brought various faith groups together to stand against hate and celebrate the city of LA's diversity.
Today we're at the Bradley Tower and we have the privilege of standing with the interfaith communities of Los Angeles to say that we stand united against hate and discriminatory practices. Of course, we're going into some of the most important times of the years for some communities, and we want to be intentional to show our unity and how we are standing as one Los Angeles here.
I'm really looking forward to hearing from the speakers and also to being able to hear and see how we're able to use the artwork that we're doing together as a way to commemorate the moment. So we're working closely with one of the art partners of the religious organizations that's here today to create a peace offering, a way to be able to show our common humanity using the power of arts and culture.
I'm looking forward to people from a variety of faiths seeing each other, being happy to be in the room together, and to know that they have strong allies in this city from a variety of backgrounds, and that is the beauty of Los Angeles.
We're really proud of the work that Civil and Human Rights and Equity is doing in the way that they're crossing boundaries, that they're crossing all across the city and really looking at deep issues across the way that we all interact as human beings and bringing us together and using the arts as a power in that force as well.
The easiest place to go for information on LA civil rights is laisforeveryone.com. We want to be intentional to walk the talk of Los Angeles being for all, and that is why we want to share space. We want to have difficult conversations. We want to be sure that we celebrate the beautiful mosaic of Los Angeles. It takes all of us, and particularly many folks look to their faith leaders, and we look to them as well for support during these times.
The next generation is in the building. With priorities and ideas to promote, members of the latest Youth Development Department Council are ready to make a difference and perhaps even become the elected leaders of the future. Take a look.
It is with tremendous pride that, colleagues, I present to you today our second cohort of the Olivia Mitchell Youth Council.
The Youth Council is comprised of 30 members, 2 representing each of the 15 council districts. So today they get to meet their council members and discuss policy priorities and ideas that they have to improve the communities that they live in.
My goal is to try and make LA a better place by 1, mental health, and then 2, understanding the city itself.
I wanted to create space for young people to learn more about their local government. So I'm very excited about the potential for this program to really exponentially grow more talent of young voices in their government.
I'm getting goosebumps just imagining where y'all gonna be in the future. Just keep it up, be innovative, challenge the status quo. You don't have to keep doing things the same way that they've always been done, but you gotta do the work. So thank you for participating, and I look forward to seeing y'all's leadership.
It's a blessing to be a part of this. We're the future and that we're the next generation to take over.
Throughout their 10 months of service, they will meet with different departments, learn more about how they function, and at the end, they will make policy recommendations to their council members.
My staff, we just hired a member from the first cohort that is in my council district from Pacoima to serve on our staff. And that's what this is about. This is about creating the next generation of elected officials in the city of Los Angeles.
Follow us at LA City Youth and you'll get regular daily information on what's happening with the Youth Development Department and the activities of our Youth Council.
To find out more about the Olivia E. Mitchell Youth Council, including how to become a council member, visit the website youthcouncil.lacity.org. Well, a new CEO at LA Airports, the birth of an Ocelot kitten at LA Zoo, and the city attorney's first-year report. These stories up next on City Beat.
Los Angeles City Council has confirmed the appointment of John Ackerman as the next chief executive of Los Angeles World Airports. Ackerman takes over the position in February following former CEO Justin Urbachi's departure in October to take a similar position in Saudi Arabia. Ackerman previously held senior executive roles with Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport, DFW, and Denver International Airport. As Executive Vice President of Strategy and Development for DFW, Ackerman expanded the airport's global cargo strategy, focusing on trade between Asia and Latin America. For more information, visit Los Angeles World Airports at lawa.org. Los Angeles Zoo announced the birth of a new male Ocelot kitten, which is being cared for behind the scenes until he can move to the outdoor habitat. The as-yet unnamed kitten weighed just 19 ounces when he was born on September 12th. Now weighing 6.5 pounds, LA Zoo said the kitten is meeting milestones and is learning to pounce and stalk through play with crinkled paper and pumpkins. Ocelots, Leopardus pardalis, grow to be larger than house cats but smaller than bobcats. They are nocturnal hunters and are largely solitary in nature. The U.S. Department of Fish and Wildlife lists ocelots as endangered due to natural habitat loss, population decline, and human activities including illegal hunting. For more information on LA Zoo conservation programs, visit lazoo.org. To mark her first year in office, LA City Attorney Heidi Feldstein-Soto released a facts sheet outlining her achievements in key areas. Feldstein-Soto has defended Measure ULA in court, preserved LA's rent stabilization ordinance, and supported LA Mayor Karen Bass in tackling homelessness with Inside Safe programs. Working with City Council, the Los Angeles Police Department, and the Bureau of Street Lighting, Feldstein-Soto began a new initiative to eliminate the market for stolen copper wire. The city attorney worked with council members to issue new legislation to protect workers from wage theft, which costs Angelenos around $1.4 billion every year. Other high-profile cases included taking action against party houses in LA neighborhoods and blocking ghost gun sales throughout the state of California. For Heidi Feldstein-Soto's full year-end report, visit cityattorney.lacity.gov/news.
From Essex in England to the city of LA, with over a dozen hit albums including music for the masses and hit tracks like Enjoy the Silence, Los Angeles has embraced Depeche Mode. To honor them officially, well, the city council declared Depeche Mode Day in LA, which brought fans and the band members to City Hall.
Are there any Depeche Mode fans in the house? Today, the city of Los Angeles officially declared Depeche Mode Day in LA, celebrating a wonderful band that has given all of us, myself included, so many really special moments. Their music has helped to fill us through some very difficult times. And so to be able to honor them here in the city of Los Angeles as they're wrapping off their North American tour was a really great honor.
This is incredible. We would like to thank Councilwoman Rodriguez for this momentous occasion, for this DM Day. I never thought I'd be saying that, ever.
Los Angeles has a long history with Depeche Mode, from the iconic 1988 concert at the Rose Bowl that was sold out, and I was in the 7th row for that, and I was 16 years old then, and really, Depeche Mode changed my life.
That concert really kind of broke down doors. It basically led the pathway for Los Angeles fans to really embrace Depeche Mode. And ever since then, they've always come back. Their lyrics, their music, but mainly their lyrics. I think the lyrics speak to a lot of folks in Los Angeles.
We've always had a very special relationship with Los Angeles. It was really, Los Angeles and New York were the springboards, really, for our career in America.
Looking at the crowd, I saw myself. And, so many other Angelenos that have such deep affection for the music of this band. People were very emotional. They were very excited, jubilant. On the heels of the tour, it's been really special for them to be able to celebrate and give back to this band what the band has always given them.
So ladies and gentlemen, please help me in officially commemorating by resolution of the Los Angeles City Council, Depeche Mode Day in LA.
Giving veterans more of a hand up was the aim of a special resource fair held at the Veterans Administration in West LA. The event connected veterans to services and clinics, and it also offered hope for new opportunities.
I am so excited to be out here at New Directions for Veterans at the VA campus in West Los Angeles. We are hosting a resource fair today. We've had hundreds of veterans coming through, getting connected to services and resources. These are men and women that have bravely served our country and sometimes need a little bit of extra help, a hand up, to ensure that they have the things and the resources and access to housing and medical care that not only they need, but earned.
Just really thankful that Councilwoman Tracy Park and New Directions partnered to put on this event today. I think that it's really important to have events like this where we can connect veterans to services. Unfortunately, Los Angeles is the nation's capital of veteran homelessness, so there's more veterans that sleep on the street here in LA than anywhere else in the country, and that's why I think it's of the utmost importance that we work to get them housed.
Recovery is always possible. What people see with me is that I was once a homeless veteran that people had given up on. There was times that I would have died, but there were people that lend their hands to make sure that I had a hand up. It wasn't just a hand out, it was a hand up, and that I took that hand and I was able to do something with it, and I'm still here. That's what it shows.
I was in the Marine Corps back in 1966, so I've been around for a while, and I just suffered from PTSD quite a bit. At the time, the VA did not have a program like this, so I did it on my own. And I talked to one gentleman here, a young veteran, and he said that New Directions really saved him. He was ready to commit suicide, and it saved him. It's sad that there's a lot of guys out there and they really need help, and we have the place to help them.
What I would tell a lot of people that get disillusioned about helping, I help a lot of people, and sometimes my work doesn't help, it doesn't work. But there are those 2 or 3 that it does, and I see them years later and they're thriving. That always keeps me going because it helps somebody, and those people help other people. And it's like planting a seed. All seeds don't grow, but some of them do. And as long as those seeds grow, I'm gonna keep planting them. And that's what this event is, that's what it does.
There are thousands of veterans across Los Angeles that need medical care and housing and other services. And so for me, it was really important, especially as the proud daughter of a U.S. Army veteran, to ensure that these brave men and women have the opportunity and access to those programs. And so getting everyone together in one place and inviting our veterans to come here to connect and to be on campus is just the first step in starting those conversations to make sure they have everything they need.
Did we just see a very tall elf? Well, Councilmember Curran Price and his staff were busy helpers at a free drive-through holiday giveaway. They handed out toys and gifts, making sure every child gets a little something at this festive time.
All right, we got something for somebody. Who's gonna get this one?
Yeah!
Well, it's just a way for us to celebrate the holiday season, making sure that our kids have toys and know that we care about them.
All right.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Time of year that we look forward to, a way to give back and also to just reaffirm to the community that we care.
Los niños sí están felices. Por ejemplo, mis hijos desde la mañana empezaron a levantar emocionados para recibir un regalito.
Pues es una ayuda y aparte de una ayuda es bonito porque los niños quieren pasar aquí por el festival que hacen y ya tiene mucho que no los traía. Entonces ellos están contentos y emocionados.
This is a great opportunity for the community to come together, making sure that we are collaborating. When we come together to celebrate festive occasions and to highlight the opportunities for service and involvement, I think it's a win-win all the way around.
A ellos se sienten muy feliz, muy alegre con un regalito que le dan.
Pues que muchas gracias al concejal por siempre apoyar a los niños porque pues ha hecho muchos cambios aquí en nuestra área.
In this week's feature story, Councilmember Bob Blumenfield sits down with our Maria Hall Brown. With a decade of experience, Councilmember Blumenfield spoke about what has changed in that time and what he hopes to achieve in his remaining 2 years in office.
With a remarkable scope of experience, from being a staffer to a national senator, from serving in the state assembly for the state of California, to serving District 3 for the last 10 years. I am delighted to be joined today by Bob Blumenfield. So nice to have you here.
Thank you so much, and I'm glad to be here.
All right, being a council member, it's been a unique experience, I imagine. How much has changed from when you began 10 years ago to now?
Oh, a lot has changed. I mean, the issues themselves have changed. When I was first elected in 2013, homelessness was, obviously there was homelessness in Los Angeles, but it was not the issue that it is today. We did not have 47,000 people on our streets, and it wasn't what constituents were talking about. Now it still is the number one issue that people are talking about. So that in and of itself is a radical change.
Given the fact that you've been in office for 10 years, what are you really happy and proud, and what do you want to be doing in the remaining 2 years of your term?
Well, they're related. I mean, there's issues, there's sort of the broad-based issues, climate change certainly on the global level, getting us off of fossil fuels. One of my slogans is, make the valley cool again, because people say you can't change the weather, but we can change the temperature in the valley, and we are, and we've done some really cool things around that. The biggest way to do that is trees, transpiration, and the way trees cool things down. But there's also other interesting technologies, cool roofs, cool streets. We pioneered that in my district. The first street in the nation, public street in the nation, to use a cool street coating is in my district over on Jordan. Think about some of the major projects that I've been shepherding with my team and with the community over these years that are coming to fruition. My Reseda Rising initiative. It's more than $100 million worth of public investment into Reseda to revitalize that community. The biggest project of those projects is the Reseda Ice Rink, which we're doing a partnership with the LA Kings. Construction has already started. That's going to be up and running within 12 months. That we're going to be skating on that rink, and kids from all over and from especially from the local area are going to be playing hockey, figure skating, doing all these things on the only public rink in the city.
Well, this has been fascinating. Promise you'll come back before the end of your term.
I would love to. And anytime you invite me, I'm happy to be here.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
In this week's Things to Do, ring in the new year at Gloria Molina Grand Park in downtown LA. Catch the Metropolitan Opera performing at the Central Library and see the Black, Brown, and Beige exhibition. All this up next on Things to Do.
Join the celebrations and usher in 2024 at Gloria Molina Grand Park's New Year's Eve Dance and Music Party. It's the largest free New Year's Eve event on the West Coast. With live performances and a 3D light show countdown projected onto LA City Hall, this is the place to party into 2024. Enjoy LA's renowned salsa funk band La Verdad, La Doña, and Extra Ancestral among an impressive roster of homegrown and international performers on 2 stages. This is a free, family-friendly event which will feature innovative games from Play LA, a historic lineup of all-women DJs, art experiences, and activities for all ages. Gloria Molina Grand Park's New Year's Eve LA starts at 8 p.m. on Sunday, December 31st. For more information, check out programs and events at grandparkla.org. Join the Los Angeles Metropolitan Opera as they ring in the new year with selections from Johann Strauss's operetta Die Fledermaus. A Hungarian countess, a Russian prince, and a bat costume are woven together in a story based on a French vaudeville show. Die Fledermaus, the best-known operetta by Strauss, is certain to keep you in stitches. This free event is open to the public. Catch highlights from Die Fledermaus by Los Angeles Metropolitan Opera at LA's Central Library on Saturday, December 30th at 1 p.m. Visit lapl.org/events for more information. Inspired by Duke Ellington's 1943 symphonic debut at Carnegie Hall, don't miss Black, Brown, and Beige art exhibition at Watts Towers Art Center. Weaving historical, transitional, and contemporary narratives, this exhibition brings the work of various artists together to highlight the interconnectivity of Latino and African American experiences. Guided by the beat of Ellington's composition, this is a must-see for all art and music lovers. See Black, Brown, and Beige on display at Watts Towers Art Center on Friday, December 29th. For more information, visit wattstowers.org and tap the Current Exhibitions tab. And that's a look at some things to do.
And that's all for this week. I'm Anita Bennett, and from all of us here at LA This Week, thank you so much for joining us. Remember, you can watch us online anytime at lacityview.org. We're also on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube. See you next time for more LA This Week.